What up, y'all? It's your boy Kev on stage. Listen, I want to address this comment, and I want to first say I deleted the comment, but not for the reason you might think. I deleted the comment so nobody would find it and attack the writer of the comment, because I think it's a fair request, and I want to address it without that person feeling like they're going to be attacked. All right, so let me read the comment. I love KOS and I love the Stage Crew. Been rocking since it was only church content, been to shows, bought merch, the whole nine. It kind of sucks for us regular folks who can't afford another subscription, Patreon for everyone else, plus app, plus everything else, that these last few weeks, months seem so Patreon consumer focused that I feel like the content I love the most and follow for years is becoming more and more inaccessible. And the constant reminders of what I'm not getting by not paying more also feel sucky. I don't know, maybe in my feels. All right, so let me address this in a couple of different ways. First of all, I have said pretty much every time, and I'll continue to say, support comes in many ways. You can support monetarily by Patreon, the app, shows, and all that. But if you can't, I get it. I understand. Times are hard. Money is tight. Kids are growing. Gas is up. The rent is high. Everything. You support by just simply watching the videos, liking, comment, subscribing, telling a friend, any of those things. There are all support, and I appreciate all that support. I would not be where I am without that support. That support is paramount to me. I say it all the time. I will continue to say it all the time. But let me also say this. I have over 4 billion fans, okay? Less than 1%, maybe less than even 0.5% of those fans are on Patreon. Those people mean a lot as well because they financially contribute. Now, y'all hear in the news, Facebook's not paying creators anymore. Instagram's not paying creators anymore. Podcast ad revenue is down. I'm creators. It's me. If you think that don't affect me, it absolutely does affect me. When those news articles and studies come out, that hits my bank account too, right? So we as creators have to find ways to be able to create. Now, one thing that I disagree with from this comment is that more and more content is inaccessible. Everything I've always done has been free, is always free. I still post a video most of the time, 2 or 3 a day on all my social media platforms. I do a minimum of 3 free podcasts a week, all my platforms. All I've done is added more and made that available on Patreon and the app. I've not taken stuff away. I've not said, oh, these podcasts are now all on the app or all on Patreon. I've added more, and that more is more expensive, and I pay people. I say this all the time, and I want to reiterate it. When you see I saw this on the internet, and Pat and Tahir and Lulu, they're paid for those appearances. You don't hear a lot of ads on those podcasts because they're new, and ads are down on podcasts. So I got to pay these people, and podcast revenue's not paying them. When you see Ronnie Jordan and Mel Mitchell, Big Irish J in podcast videos, I fly them out. I put them up in hotels. I get drivers to take them to and from the airport. I don't get the podcast revenue to cover that. So Patreon helps subsidize that. And when I say you're missing out on content, you really are. But you shouldn't feel bad about that. I gotta be entitled to market. All I'm doing is offering you what I have to offer. If you can't afford it, you shouldn't feel bad. You shouldn't feel bad about that. There was times where I couldn't afford this stuff, and all I did was watch free YouTube videos. So when I'm offering you what's on Patreon, it's because I want to grow my Patreon so I can continue to pay creators, support creators, make shows for you guys to watch. Some of those shows are free. So the Patreon supporters help fund the free content that people get to watch. So I can't stop thanking them. That less than 1% helps pay for a lot of content that everybody gets to see for free. But never feel bad if I market. If you never feel bad if you don't go to a show, if you don't buy a t-shirt, if you don't support Patreon, if you don't do anything that costs you nothing, don't feel bad about that. You know your finances. I don't know your finances. Never feel bad about that. But you also can't make me feel bad for marketing that, because this is my job. This is how I feed my family. This is how I feed other families. This is how I help create opportunities for other creators. I love you all. I love everybody. I just appreciate the people who pay as much as the people who don't pay. Everybody's appreciated. I really mean that. I don't ever want you to feel bad for not being able to support, because I have not always been like this in life. There was times where I was working my regular job, I couldn't pay for nothing. That's why my masterclass, people are like, you should charge $3,000, $4,000 for that. No, it's $100, maybe $150, no more than $200, because I never forget what it was like when I didn't have the money. So it's not about charging the most, even though other people charge $2,000, $3,000, I don't. All right. I love you all. Thank you for the feedback. I feel like that was constructive feedback. I feel like that was you pouring out your heart, and you should not feel bad about that. And like I said, I deleted that comment so that person cannot be found and attacked, because I feel like it was a fair criticism and I wanted to address it fairly, and I wanted you to hear from me. All right. And I love you, every one of you. I really do mean that. I appreciate all the support. All right. God bless you. I'll see you on the next video.